Welcome to The Cynical Developer, the podcast that helps you to improve your development knowledge and career through explaining the latest and greatest in development technology and providing you with what you need to succeed as a developer. We've recently launched our Patreon page, which can be found at cynicaldeveloper.com/Patreon. If you aren't familiar with Patreon, it's an easy way for those who are interested in this show to help out by simply pledging a small amount each month in sponsorship. Now that could be as little as $5 a month, which is about £3.80, or as much as you like. You will enable us to dedicate more time creating more content to help you, including videos, more blog posts, and even more shows. So if you can, head over to cynicaldeveloper.com/Patreon and get involved. In this episode, I'll be announcing the winner of the 100th episode giveaway. And the topic I'll be discussing is making time for stuff. There's always one thing I say to people when they tell me they don't have time to do something, be that get fit, lose weight, learn a new language, follow their dreams, do more for others, anything like that. And that is, if you can't make time, you don't want it bad enough. I'm a firm believer in that, but sometimes we do try to do too much. And I am honestly a victim of that saying. As developers, we often believe we need to be bigger, better, faster, stronger, smarter than the next guy. So we try to do everything ourselves. And often we try to build or program our way out of problems and our way to success. And because we're always looking for a smart way to achieve something, it leads us to spending a lot of time trying to create the perfect solution for ourselves. And often it's to the detriment of other things that we may take for granted or that we just don't see until it's too late. I always find it hard to say no to the next shiny new project or to someone who needs my help. I want to help others be the best that they can be. It's one of the main drivers that brought this podcast into existence. And the problem with trying to do everything is that it often leads me down a path to burnout. And being able to say no, you can't do something, or hold your hands up and say, I need an out. It's not a bad thing. It takes a lot of guts to actually say that. It's very easy to carry on trying to do everything until something breaks, and trust me, it's often you and not anyone else or anything else around you. People are very understanding when you tell them that it's time for a change and you explain why things have got to change. So it's okay to say you don't know how to do something, and it's okay to not be concerned that you don't know the latest JavaScript framework or programming language. You could try and pick it up and do everything, but that's all it'll ever be. It'll just be trying, because it's not possible to know everything. And when you try to do everything, you miss out on so much else and you drop the ball with something that you are already good at. It's time to announce the winner of the 100th episode swag giveaway. Firstly, I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who tunes in and listens to the show. You are all fantastic. If you haven't already, then please go to Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Podchaser, whatever your chosen platform is, and give the podcast a review. It helps to get us in front of more people. Secondly, thank you to all of you that entered the competition. It means a lot to know that people are listening to the show and taking the time to go out there and do something with what I'm actually telling you on here. Anyway, on to the winner. And the winner is Dave Big. Congratulations. If you haven't already received an email from me, you will do soon. And if you haven't received anything by the 30th of November 2018, then please reach out to me on Twitter and I'll make sure that we get everything sorted for you. And the only thing that I will ask of you, apart from your postal address obviously, is that you bombard me and social media, all the social media, with photos, because who doesn't love a bit of free swag? So final thanks, and back to the show. I'm a huge advocate of Grant Cardone's saying, be obsessed or be average. And without taking that mindset, I wouldn't be where I am today. But there are times that you need to not obsess so much and remember what matters, and that's health, family, and your own sanity. There won't always be time to learn that new programming language, no matter how much you want there to be, but that's okay. It doesn't make you any less of a developer. And I mentioned earlier about trying to do too much, and I am often told, I don't know how you manage to do it all. How do you do everything? Well, sometimes I can't, and I find it hard. I can't do it all. And I've been down this road many times, and I've got to the point now where I know what this road really looks like when I'm about to travel down it. So at the moment, I feel that I am back on that road. So a change is as good as a rest. There's too many cliches and sayings in this episode. But to save my sanity, what's left of it anyway, I'm going to be reducing the frequency of the shows. I'll be dropping down to one episode every 2 weeks rather than once a week. This is because I am trying to do too much again at the moment. I work full time. I have other commitments to fulfill, to hobbies that I'm involved with. I have all of you people out there in listener land waiting for the next show every week. And most importantly, I have a young family who aren't getting to see me as much as they should. So I've stepped away from a lot of my commitments, which were taking up too much of my time. But I can't drop the podcast. I can't do that to everyone out there. I can't do that to myself because I've put my heart and soul into this. So a reduction in the frequency of the shows is what's happening. So the formats aren't changing. Only the frequency for the foreseeable future is changing. And thank you for understanding. If you want to talk to me, find me on Twitter. I'm open to having a conversation on Slack if you want to, or Skype, anything like that. So until next time, thank you for your continued support. Congratulations to David Big. And thank you for listening to The Cynical Developer. I'm James Stoddart, and this was Making Time for Stuff. If you have any questions about this or any other episode, then drop us an email, a tweet, or leave a comment on the website where you can find all the resource links, show notes for each episode. And if you enjoy this episode, please leave a review on your favourite podcast platform, iTunes, Stitcher, whatever it is, and help The Cynical Developer to reach more developers around the globe.